Welcome to track number 14 of The Presence.
The next last drowning technique is you need to be frightened. There comes a time when you are dealing with Pharaoh, you must be afraid for your life. 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 16, Paul said, "Woe is me if I preach not the gospel." Nana Yao, do you feel scared sometimes that you will not make it? Come and tell us your dream that you had. Yeah, the new one. This gentleman, I can feel that he's scared. He's getting desperate. He'll be desperate soon, but he's now more frightened than desperate. After you've been fighting for a while, a time can be desperate. No matter, before you see, there will be no discussion. You find yourself at a place. Brother, you had a dream. What was your dream?
It was about, I think somewhere in November, first week of November, and I had a dream that we're at a place, a story building, and then it was like a camp or something of that sort, and then you were talking to me about ministry work, and then you told me to stand and wait for you. So there was some hedges, so I was standing by the hedges, and then you went to the rest of the people. There was behind the building, there was a big field, and then there was like some bush there, so you went to them. And then as I was there, Lady Pastor Gloria came to meet me, and then she asked me what was I doing there? And I said, Bishop said I should wait for him there. And he asked me, what were you talking about? And I said, we're talking about the ministry work. And then he said, okay, I should wait. And then she left. And then later on, Reverend came. So Reverend came and he called me and he said, I should come. So he asked me, what are you doing? And I said, Bishop said I should wait for him. So he said, okay. So he started walking with me. There was a bridge. So we were walking towards the bridge. And that time you were also coming back with the rest of the people from the field. And then as we were talking, like he was telling me that this ministry work is not by force. Nobody is forcing you. I mean, you decide to do it on your own, but then it's good if you do it. So like we were talking, and then I was also trying to explain some things to him. And then what happened was that at the end of the day, we were by the bridge, so we were leaning, and then there was water passing underneath the bridge, so we were leaning and we were talking. And then people kept coming. There was one particular guy, he kept coming in every time. Then you come and ask him a question, then you have to stop and explain to him. Then the guy will go, and then somebody else will come. So like anytime I start talking, somebody will come and ask a question. And then they kept coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. And that was it. So I couldn't, so at the point I was like, don't these people also know that I also need to talk to him? So like somebody's go, 1 minute, and then you ask a simple question, then you also explain for a long time, and I'll still be standing there. So at the end of the day, it's like I couldn't say anything. We couldn't discuss further, and then that was it. I woke up. So was it, I think 2 weeks ago, we were in church, and then on Wednesday, Lady Pastor Gloria was preaching, and then as she was preaching, she mentioned something about, like, if you have faith, that's when, if God calls you, you will be able to abandon everything, your ministry work. So as she said that, I just remember, my mind just went straight to that dream. So I had some small diary that I wrote it down. So when I went home, I went to check the thing, and I realized that it was the same thing. So immediately I tried to call Reverend to tell him that this thing, Lady Pastor said something which has reminded me about the same dream, but I couldn't get it. So I left a message, and then I told Lady Pastor that the thing that she said, my mind just went straight, because what she was preaching was not about that, but my mind just went straight to it, and I feel there's a connection between these two things. So that's what I told her, and I said, I feel like the way things are going, it's like I'll keep getting something coming in every time. Like at each stage, there will be something new that will come in that I'll have to do. That at the end of the day, I won't be able to do what I want to do.
So he's got a dream that instead of this thing working out, things keep on coming up that keep on preventing him from concluding his discussion about the ministry. And it, amen. Are you there? So what, you became worried?
I mean, so like after that, I was worried about the whole thing because it's like every time, occasionally, like I'll be there and then some of these things will come to me, and then I was like, okay, let me try and finish, and then I'll do it, and it keeps repeating. And I have the feeling that there's something. The other day I was saying to my pastor that there's something that I need to do that I'm not doing, and I don't know what I need to do, because the thing comes and then it goes, and it's like, oh, okay, you have to do so, be more serious. Okay, go and start a branch, go and do this. But then in the midst of all those things, the same type of issue comes up again, the same feeling. So I was like, I don't really know, but it's like all that I'm doing is not really what I need to do.
Amen. Thank you. Are you there? So, brothers and sisters, as you can see, so yesterday he was talking to me about what to do. He wants to stop certain things, do this, but you can feel that you can easily lose an opportunity.
This message continues on the next track. Keep listening.